All right, let's talk about AI. We're going to move way beyond just seeing it as a simple tool and start exploring a much more powerful idea: AI as your collaborative thought partner.
So, let me just ask you this. Are you really getting the most out of AI? I think for most of us, the answer is no. We're just scratching the surface. But what if you could use it to fundamentally boost your own thinking and creativity?
You know, the biggest thing holding us back is what I call the automation trap. This is the common view that AI is just a machine to offload work onto, a shortcut to automate tasks and get quick answers. But honestly, that perspective is incredibly limiting. And frankly, it's a little bit risky.
The contrast here is so important. When you see AI as just a tool, you're just handing off tasks. The danger? You risk losing your creative control. But when you treat it as a partner, you work with it. It's not about spitting out final answers. It's about helping you refine your own ideas and empowering the way you think.
And that brings us to the core idea here today: reframing AI as your new thought partner. Now, this isn't just, a different way of saying the same thing. It's a fundamental shift in your mindset that can unlock a whole new level of collaboration.
So what exactly do I mean by a thought partner? Well, think of it as an AI collaborator that you use to challenge your own assumptions, to get new perspectives you hadn't considered. The goal isn't to replace your thinking, not at all. It's to make your thinking sharper, more creative, and just plain better.
The benefits are pretty obvious when you think about it. A thought partner can help you brainstorm, it can play devil's advocate, and it can give you instant feedback. It's an incredibly powerful way to speed up that critical reflection process and just keep refining your work in this continuous loop.
Okay, so how do we actually do this? It all comes down to communication. To have a real partner, you've got to learn how to talk to them. And in the world of AI, that language is all about mastering the art of the prompt. I absolutely love this analogy. Just imagine, an AI has access to a practically infinite box of Lego bricks, all that data. A weak prompt is like telling the builder, make something cool. But a great prompt, that's telling it exactly which instruction manual to pull and which specific bricks to use.
A really great prompt has 3 key ingredients. First, context. You tell the AI its role and what your goal is. Second, specificity. You give it all the essential details and any limits. And finally, structure. You tell it how you want the answer back. Should it be a list, a table, an email?
Okay, here's a perfect example of what not to do. Best hikes in Hawaii. I mean, come on, it's way too vague. This is going to get you a super generic, totally unhelpful list that'll have you bouncing all over the Pacific. It's a completely wasted query. But now, just look at the difference. We've added context, we're near Waikiki. We've added specificity, it has to end at a waterfall and be under 5 miles. And we've even defined the structure, a list of 5. This prompt is going to get you a genuinely useful, actionable answer. See the power? So once you've got the basic prompt down, you can start moving on to more advanced stuff. And this is where the AI truly starts to feel like a dynamic, creative partner in what you're doing. One of the most powerful techniques, for sure, is role-based prompting. This is where you tell the AI who it should be. By giving it a persona, you dramatically narrow its focus and you can tailor its expertise, its tone, everything.
For example, instead of just asking a question about Van Gogh, you tell the AI to become Van Gogh. Just look at this prompt. The AI will actually adopt his persona, simplify complex ideas for the audience, in this case, 8-year-olds, and create something truly unique and engaging. It's amazing.
And you can use this technique for pretty much anything. You can ask the AI to be a plumber guiding you through a fix, a teacher drafting a tricky email, or even a skeptical investor whose job it is to poke holes in your new business idea. Each persona unlocks a totally different kind of expertise.
Now, this kind of partnership, it isn't a free-for-all. To use an AI thought partner effectively and ethically, we need to set up some clear rules of engagement. Responsibility is absolutely key. So, you've got to be transparent about how you're using AI. Never, ever just pass off its raw output as your own work. And maybe most importantly, don't just take the first answer it gives you. The real magic happens in the back and forth in that refinement process.
Being responsible also means picking the right tool for the job. You see here, free tools like ChatGPT often use your data to train their models. So for anything sensitive, like school or work tasks, you should always be using an enterprise-level tool that has real data protection.
Ultimately, it all comes down to this single idea.
The goal of working with an AI thought partner isn't about getting easy answers. It's about elevating your own ability to think, to question, and to create. It's a tool for sharpening your own mind. So, I'll just leave you with this thought. Now that you have this new framework for collaboration, what new, what interesting, and what better questions are you going to ask? The quality of your partnership, well, it starts right now.